Flight boss, bitch. You know, for sure. You're not listening to the Mind of an Antares Moon. I'm the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And I want to talk about how each zodiac sign handle their issues amongst each other. Because as far as we could perceive in this realm of reality, we got 4 elements, which will be earth, air, water, fire. Now, each element pushes each modality, aka fixed, mutable, or cardinal aspect of that element. Each element pushes the modality into a certain signature, so you all end up sharing similar type problems. But for the most part, you handle these issues in your own way, aka your own modality. So if you are a cardinal, fixed, or mutable version of your element, then this video is about how you guys participate into these energies and how you guys handle your issues. But every element has a theme. Now, what do I mean by this, right? Earth signs. Earth signs, I say you guys' common theme run under trust. So the earth signs is the element. Now the modality will be if it's cardinal, fixed, or mutable. So the cardinal earth sign will be Capricorn. The fixed earth sign will be Taurus. The mutable earth sign will be Virgo. So they all handle this trust issue in their own unique way. Now let's get to because when you think about trust for you to trust something, it has to make sense. It has to be scheduled. It has to be on task. Can't be too spontaneous. Can't be too careless. You know what I'm saying? That's going to lead into worrying and being unsure. So that's going to lead into being to untrustworthy energy. And earth signs don't deal with that kind of shit. So just their element by default pushes them into dealing with this kind of issue. Trust issues at times. See what I'm saying? Now let's get to, but I'm going to break them each down. Water. Water theme is concern. Now why would it be concern? Because water deals with the emotions and feelings. So the water modalities, aka if you are cardinal water, that's Cancer. If you are fixed water, that's Scorpio. If you are mutable water, that's Pisces. So you guys handle y'all concern issues in different ways. So water, the element, automatically taps you in to the energy of dealing with having issues with concern. You, as a water sign, you may be unsure on what to be concerned with in your life and what actually matters and what actually don't. What's actually right and what's actually left brain. What's actually internal and what's actually external. What you should put your energy into and what you should not. So this is what water signs deal with. Concern. You see what I'm saying? Now, fire. Fire deals with connection. Why is that? Because when you're dealing with fire, you can look at fire. So fire has problems with connecting to things, because once something catch on fire, it start to detach from shit. It start to burn through shit. It start to go through reality. You know what I'm saying? And burn straight through reality. So fire signs could see right through you and they can see through reality. This is what makes them have intuition and what make water signs have psyche. But for the most part, this is what makes the common theme for fire signs connection, because fire signs may have grown up or they may live a life where they may have problems with what, when, where, who to connect to. You know what I'm saying? What person, place, or thing to connect to. What's safe enough to connect to calm down my fire and relax and to have this person or place or thing in my fireplace. So, you know, fire signs have problems with connection. So they handle it in their own unique and individual way based upon their modalities. So if you are Aries, you are a cardinal fire. If you are a Leo, you are a fixed fire. And if you are a Sagittarius, you are a mutable fire. And then when we get to air, this common theme is detachment. Why is that? Because the element automatically force them into having issues dealing with detachment. Because a lot of times it may be hard for an air sign to know what to attach to or to know what to detach to. So a lot of times you get them super detachful air signs or you get them super attached air signs. But either way on the spectrum, they're going to be dealing with detached issues. So for the most part, you got based upon their modality, that's going to let you know how they handle their detachment issue. So if you are a Libra, you are a cardinal air. If you are Aquarius, you are a fixed air. And if you are a Gemini, you are a mutable air. And you guys handle your detachment issues in that kind of way, in that kind of aspect. So now let's go all the way back to the top and let's break down you earth signs now and how you guys have a relationship amongst each other when you guys are dealing with the issue of trust. Now, pardon me, for the most part, now, Let's break this down first. Tauruses, they are trusting. Tauruses are trusting because they got the ability to trust, because 9 times out of 10, they have formulated and fixated themselves in a circumstance or situation that they can count on whatever that they have done. And they have played it safe already, to the point that when they manifest friends and family in their life that don't play it as safe, the Taurus play as the safe one, and 9 times out of 10 have, with the other person, don't know how to fixate themselves into getting themselves. So, you know what I'm saying? This is what makes Tauruses more trusting than maybe the other 2 earth signs. Now, Virgos don't trust a goddamn thing. Virgos don't trust shit. You see what I'm saying? I don't know why the fuck y'all like that. You know what I'm saying? But Virgos don't trust a goddamn thing. So if you got a Virgo in your life and they're willing to let you borrow money, they're willing to let you use things, they're willing to let you have a possession of theirs or something like that, then you know you have done something in your life to make that Virgo trust you. Because that's the only goddamn way. Because before you can even get to that level, you're going to go through years of life of getting criticized, them putting in their 2 cents, and them letting you know that they worry about you when you got their shit. So if they did loan you some money and you show out representations and examples of not paying them, they're going to be calling you back and forth, and then they'll never do that shit again. Because you give them worrying anytime they do that again. You see what I'm saying? So Virgos don't trust shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, Capricorns trust themselves. So any circumstance or situation, a Capricorn would rather trust themselves. So they're not as trusting as Tauruses, and they're not as not trusting a goddamn thing as Virgos. You know what I'm saying? A Capricorn will sit there and trust themselves. So if they're in a situation where they have to trust somebody else, right? If they're in a situation where they have to play fixed roles like Taurus, then they will have to see, a Capricorn will have to see an example of themselves within this person. If a Capricorn can't see you having some, like, certain kind of qualities that this Capricorn feel necessary to have for them to trust you, then they're not going to let you have that responsibility or whatever you need from them. Because like I said, Capricorns trust themselves. So if they don't see none of themselves within you, then they don't see themselves in you. So they're not going to trust you with whatever that you're trying to trust. You trust them with, or whatever, this, that, and third. You get what I'm saying? Now, when you got Virgos, and then they're not too far left when it comes to Virgos, because a Capricorn will trust themselves first. So if a person is around them trying to get them to understand something, or to get them to logically understand something, then the Capricorn will sit back and try to initiate and create a new way of how to think and practicalize it. You see what I'm saying? And if the situation is too mutable or whatever like that, then that's what makes the Capricorn will trust itself in that scenario. So even if it's a non-trusting situation, the Capricorn got enough energy to trust itself in that scenario. So when the Virgo would not trust this person, place, or thing to get involved with that, the Capricorn would still get involved, but they would trust themselves in what to do in that situation if it was to go wrong. You see what I'm saying? So that's how y'all be dealing with y'all trust issues amongst the motherfucking each other and shit like that. This, that, and the third. Now, as far as the Tauruses, y'all could be the reason y'all are more trusting than the other 2, because y'all ruled by Earth and Venus. So Venus is all about love, appreciation, value, relativeness, compromising. So you guys are willing to compromise and allow people and add on the people, places, and things that you value in order to sustain whatever you want to fixate yourself onto. So a lot of times you will even take shortcomings just for the sake of, because you know how to ground yourself even when it comes to relationships. Reason why Virgos don't trust a goddamn thing, because they earth signs, but they ruled by an air-like planet, an air-like star, which is Mercury. So Mercury is thinking, communicating, and analyzing. So for the most part, this is what makes them think, communicate, and analyze about every fucking structure, practical shape, and form in front of us in our realm of reality, aka Earth. Knock, who's there? So for the most part, this would make Virgos don't trust a goddamn thing until they see the details and analyze it effectively, and it could perfectly make sense to them. Because Virgos understand that everything ain't perfect, but they understand that things could be perfectly for you. So this is the concept they like to stay in. So if something not perfectly for them, it doesn't make sense. The details is not adding up. So for the most part, that's kind of like every goddamn thing in this realm of reality, right? Now, when you get to Capricorn, Capricorn, they trust more into themselves because they rule by Saturn. So what is Saturn? Saturn is this reality. It rules this reality. So it's how we see reality and gain structure in our life based upon a person, place, or thing. And it's also where we place and receive boundaries and restrictions and limits. So Capricorn's already got this innate awareness, like, okay, I know my limits and I know where I don't need other people crossing their boundaries. And then they also could say, okay, I'm going to utilize how I gain structure in my life, aka I'm going to manipulate the situation. It's nothing personal, it's all business. I'm going to manipulate this circumstance, person, place, or thing to get what I need. Or you see what I'm saying? You see how it play out? They're more into themselves because it's Saturn, and they're more about reality. They're not lost into the thinking aspect of it like Mercury, Virgo, or the loving aspect of it like Venus, Taurus. They're lost into the realistic aspect of it as far as, and that can make them too greedy or too cold. You know what I'm saying? All about business, you know, and all shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Now let's get to water. Let's go to water. Now you guys are dealing with concern. This is concern right here because the water automatically taps you into the emotions and feelings. So water is dealing with connection. Connection is concern because you wouldn't be concerned about something you're not connected to. So if it's a vibration you're connected to, whether it's a person, place, or thing, you're going to have some form or shape of concern about it. So this is what water signs, y'all automatically already know what I'm talking about when I get into that kind of talk. That's the psyche and shit. So in the internal realm. So when we talk about concern, Cancer's not concerned. Scorpios, self-concerned. Pisces, too concerned. Now, what do I mean by this? So I'm going to break it down for y'all. Now, Cancers are not concerned, and they're actually ruled by the moon. So this is why it plays out like they're not concerned. Because if it's something that doesn't match their vibe, it's something that doesn't match their emotional awareness, something that doesn't make sense to them, then they're not going to be concerned about it. So for the most part, when this non-concerning thing start to play out as an effect or as a problem or as something that's in front of you that's forcing you to be concerned about it, then you're going to be forced to try to change the vibe of that or run from it to where you feel comfortable with, or change and transform that vibe for it to match your vibe in some way, shape, or form, aka be moody to that person, place, or thing in that scenario at the time for it to formulate to your emotions and what will make you comfortable. So you'll be moody to force this person to actually formulate to the emotions you want to feel for you to feel comfortable again. So you see what I'm saying? This is why Cancers are not concerned. So when something forcing the Cancer to be concerned, it play out as a moody or the wave or the hurricane or the crab and snap your ass. You know what I'm saying? When your ass try to pierce and get too goddamn close to its comfortability level on all shapes and forms. You could be fucking with a Cancer mentally. That's piercing. That's you getting too close to their emotional level to them. You see what I'm saying? And then snap on your ass, and you don't know why they in their mood. You think you just being all airheaded and shit, or all fireheaded, or all earthheaded. You see what I'm saying? Whatever element you are. Now, Scorpios are self-concerned. They're self-concerned because it's more correlated to the to Mars and Pluto. So Pluto is the higher octave, and Mars would be the 100% ruler because it's closer to our realm of reality. So it got first dibs on y'all energy. So you see what I'm saying? So y'all are the feminine version of the Mars aspect. So when I say feminine, I'm not saying exclusive to male and females. And I'm just talking about you use more of your internal Mars nature than your external Mars nature. You know what I'm saying? And Mars is nothing more, nothing less but your aggression, your intent, your willpower, your passion, your motivation, your alternative motives, your desires. You see what I'm saying? That's what Mars is. Your aggression, your ability to move, cause that. That's why Mars got so much of that infrared shift, so much of that shift red energy. It's a fire planet because it moves a lot and it acts off chaos and things of that nature, and it likes to transform a lot. So Scorpios are self-concerned because Mars is about intent, desires, and passions. So when we say water is, if that taps you into concern and things that you are concerned about, only thing you concerned about is what? Desires, passions, motivations. Whose desires, passion, motivations are there? Yours. You see what I'm saying? So even if you are in a scenario amongst other people who have certain desires, passions, and motivations, Scorpios get into their manipulation role and see how they can utilize someone else's achievements for their goals. So a Scorpio know how to blend in a second. You don't even know what the fuck going on. You think this your best friend and it's somebody about to sting the fuck out of your ass. I fucks with y'all Scorpios. I fucks with y'all, but for the most part, don't be doing that to every fucking body. But y'all know how to slide up in somebody else's goals and desires and passions, shared values. That's 8th house type shit. Y'all know how to jump into relationships based upon other people's goals and desires and passions and their ability to get from point A to point B. And then your ass know how to utilize that shit for your self desires, your self passions. And then when you use up and drink all they motherfucking energy up, your ass transform and go somewhere else. Whether it's in a cheating vibration or switching in business vibration or rather y'all motherfucking Scorpio slither and sleepy. Yeah, fucks with y'all motherfuckers. Now Pisces, y'all too concerning. Too concerned. So this makes y'all, and the reason why y'all too concerned because y'all ruled by Jupiter is the first octave and Neptune is the higher octave. Same way Pluto. So Mars tap you into your own desires and then Pluto make you do that in a deep way, in a more power and controlling way. So Scorpios are trying to take power and control over someone else's goals. Someone else's goals and motherfucking desires and shit for the sake of what the fuck they trying to get in their own desires and passions. But getting into motherfucking Pisces and shit, right? Y'all ruled by motherfucking Jupiter and the higher octave of Neptune. So for the most part, y'all too concerned with y'all water. You see what I'm saying? Because now y'all got all this wisdom and knowledge and meanings and reasonings of the emotions of feelings of the concern. So y'all automatically got a lot of wisdom on when other people go through emotional distress or emotional chaos and shit like that. So y'all already have the knowledge and the wisdom. So a lot of y'all turn into preachers or teachers and shit with that Jupiterian energy because y'all know how to relate and y'all know how to come to people and give other people insight on that realm that other people may not be sure about. This is why they in emotional chaotic moments in the first place. A person who don't know how to go within themselves, scared to be by themselves all the time, need other outside things to go on. They get too bored when they by themselves, so they never learning about themselves. So when they are to themselves, they get through emotional chaos. They go through a lot of emotional chaos. Then 9 times out of 10, their best friend is you, the Pisces. So for the most part, you already understand that, and this is why they calling you, because you always give them that emotional discernment. But then once they drain all your energy, you start to experience situations like them 10 times more in your regular life, and then they all happy again, ready to dump more bricks and emotional awarenesses on your ass. And that's when your ass need a break to yourself and don't answer the phone that day. Y'all motherfucking Pisces know what the fuck I'm talking about. Shit. But for the most part, you know what I'm saying? Y'all too concerning. Cause y'all ruled by Jupiter and then y'all got that higher octave flying over y'all like Neptune. So it's making y'all have dreams and imaginations and illusions and creativities on how to play this role. Now you got this fucking God complex, this God and Goddesses God complex. Now you think this is your duty and obligation amongst the world to let people drain you from your goddamn energy. And it's not. It's not. I'm Archangel Uriel. Take some goddamn time to yourself and let people soak in their own goddamn rain and storm and waters. Shit. I love y'all. But for the most part, yeah, that's how y'all be constructing, and the difference how y'all construct with y'all concern. So Scorpios, don't be too self-concerning, because then y'all start looking like Leos a lot of time and start appearing like y'all ain't. So y'all wolf in sheep clothing. Then Cancers, try to be concerned about something so you can be relatable at least, so you can have some form of understanding, and you don't look at these forms of not understanding as attack mechanisms from other people, and it's not. You see what I'm saying? And Pisces, stop being too concerned. Stop being too concerning. Take some goddamn time to be concerned about your own goddamn spirit and soul. Shit, you feel me? Now, fire. Now, the problems y'all deal with is connection. Now y'all deal with connection, because when you look at fire likes to detach from shit, so it automatically gonna do that first. Now, and I can tell you, I'm a motherfucking sun sign Aries, moon sign 8 degrees Sagittarius, and I'm a 17 Aries, and I'm a 17 Leo rising. So I'm a motherfucking Grand Trine fire. And if you want to do my motherfucking Vedic chart, my Eastern chart, I'm a motherfucking sun sign Pisces, moon sign 15 degrees Scorpio, ascended in motherfucking Cancer. So it don't even motherfucking change in what realm of reality I'm even talking about this shit in. But for the most part, let's talk about fire. Fire deals with connection. You know what I'm saying? And it has problems with connecting to people, places, and things. So, you know what I'm saying? Aries is self-connected. You see what I'm saying? Aries is self-connected. Leo is just connected, period. Connected. They like the source. They are the source. They rule by the sun, all that shit. We're going to get into that. Sagittarius is not connected. So a lot of times they can you might come across a Sag that act like an Aquarius a lot of times because they jump into that detachment role, but it's not detaching. It's just them not being connected. So it's different, but we're going to talk about it when we talk about the air. But for the most part, that's the 3 roles they play out. So here's how they align it with their issues within themselves. What make Aries self-connected is because it's ruled by Mars. Like I said, same with Scorpio. So anytime you're dealing with Mars, Mars like to take. And taking is from the outside realm. So anytime you taking for the self. You taking for you to have something. Mars is your ability to go out and work to bring back the bread and butter to the motherfucking home. You see what I'm saying? So for the most part, all that masculine energy that Mars correlate to, sometimes it deals with it tie you into some selfish type shit, some selfish energy in some way, shape, and form. You know what I'm saying? You could be a person who's just selfish for your family. But if you got a lot of Mars alignments in your chart, that selfish energy gonna come out. So you may be selfish for a greater cause, but without Mars, you wouldn't have that ability to go out and get some shit for you in the first place, for your desires. You see what I'm saying? So Mars make Aries self-connected. So a lot of times Aries, it's a hard time for Aries to connect to other people's perceptions and ideas and actions and how they go about things and what they trying to present. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for Aries to connect to anybody else in general. This will make Aries like to be to themselves. Same way Scorpios. Yeah, this is why Mars signs like to be to them. Even Capricorns, because Mars is exalted in Capricorn. So Capricorns, Aries, and Scorpios are the loners of all the zodiacs. These are the ones who like to be to the motherfucking selves. Pisces and Sagittarius and Geminis, y'all motherfuckers know how to be to yourselves amongst millions of other people. So y'all know how to be around a room full of hundreds of motherfuckers and still somehow be to y'all motherfucking selves. Hey, so I applaud you. I applaud you fucking Pisces and Sagittarius and motherfucking sun signs and Geminis, sun signs for that motherfucking shit. Cause the Sag moon, I don't know how to do that shit. But for the most part, you Sag sun signs, y'all know how to do that shit. I applaud you motherfuckers. You Pisces, Sagittarius, and Geminis, and you Virgos. Y'all Virgos know how to do it too, but y'all make it known that you don't want to be by yourself, and it plays out as in worrying. You want to make sure somebody is aware of the same shit that's you aware of on your mind at the moment. So it kind of defeats the purpose. You start being nerve-wracking and shit, being a pest a little bit. So calm that down a little bit, but you understand the energies. Also, this is why you Virgos need Pisces friends. They help you to relax that nerve-wracking energy. Relax and just jump into your imagination at times. But we ain't talking about you motherfuckers right now. Let's get back to fucking fire. Like I said, fire, what makes Aries self-connected is because of the Mars. So they more connected to themselves. So they ain't really got time to be connected to other people's ideas, imaginations, and shit like that. So a lot of times this is what makes an Aries opposing, rebellious. But this is what makes them unique and original at times also. Because a person who sit there and so self-connected, that's like an example for other people. And when a person is self-connected, you learn some connection shit, period. So that make other people like, goddamn, I may need to learn something about myself. And this person is an example. So goddamn, I need to get connected to what the fuck this person is connected to. And this would make Aries lead by example, or leaders and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And make them really consciously aware of the turbulence, but also the promised land also. Depending on what kind of Aries it is. It's either going to aggressively get to the promised land first, or aggressively jump over the cliff before everybody else first. But either or, this what the fuck you need a goddamn Aries for. Now Leos, y'all motherfuckers is just connected. Y'all are the source. People need to connect to y'all, and y'all know how to drain other people's source but act like y'all connected to them also. Praise them like y'all know how to do it also. Shit, y'all Leos is tricky as fuck, but I fuck with y'all motherfuckers and shit. Y'all Leo sun signs and shit. So for the most part, because me, it's just my ascendant, so it's just my awareness, it's my personality. So a lot of times I'm not even aware if I'm not trying to get attention. I'm not trying to be center stage. It's just my personality. So a lot of times my personality just gains center stage. Now whether it does it in a negative or positive way, that's correlated to my other alignments. That's another video. But for the most part, as y'all Leo sun signs, this is y'all actions. So y'all act like y'all trying to get attention. This is what y'all pay attention to. People who are shining, people who are center stage, people who are creative, people who are expressive, people who are dramatic, drama queens, drama kings. You know what I'm saying? This is what y'all gravitate towards. People who could shine, people who could be the kings and queens of the goddamn jungle. And goddamn, you bet not motherfucker look down on goddamn me. I got pride. That's what y'all show. You know what I'm saying? Y'all show that strength. Y'all show that willpower. So this what makes y'all connected. Because in this realm, everybody connect to that kind of energy. That's the energy everybody likes to see. You know what I'm saying? What's a motherfucker going trying to get a job, but this motherfucker acting like they ain't sure of themselves? The motherfucking manager is going to hire somebody who look like who sure of themselves. Even if you might be way more capable than the person you next to. But if this motherfucker got the gift of gab and they witty as fuck and they know how to convince a motherfucker out of their own socks and shoes, god damn it, you ain't gonna get that job. They is. Now, based upon day after day, the manager is gonna be able to see like this motherfucker ain't shit. They just a good ass talker. But that's besides the fact. The fact is, motherfucker, can you express and show that your ass got the willpower to get the job done? That's the fucking first part you gotta get out the way. Worry about the other shit later. And this is what fire signs can learn from air signs and shit. Like, cause I can learn that from y'all signs. Cause a lot of y'all times, y'all air signs be full of shit. And by me being triple fire, all y'all motherfuckers automatically my opposites. So I be learning from y'all motherfuckers a lot of times. And a lot of times, y'all be giving me the courage to talk a good game first. A lot of times, I don't even feel comfortable with trying to get into something, and I don't got no job or nothing like that, but let's just say if I was just trying to get a job, I don't even feel comfortable enough with even trying to do it unless I already got residuals, unless I already got examples out there, unless I already got something I could point to, unless I already got credentials to be like, look, you see how I do it? That way, I feel safe to talk about shit. You know when I'm talking about shit, you know it's true. Air signs, I be learning from y'all that don't mean nothing first. No, first you gotta convince somebody you know how to do this shit first. Whether you do or not. I fucked with y'all air signs. Y'all know how to get a job in a second before y'all even know what the fuck y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? I fucked with y'all. Hey, but you learn. Hey, we ain't to y'all motherfuckers yet though. We gotta finish talking about the fire, but it's all relevant because I'm fire. So all my fire signs out there, y'all with me, and this is how we, you know what I'm saying? We all building. So yeah, Leos, y'all connected. Y'all know how to connect to all the sources and forces. So this is what makes y'all connected. Because y'all ruled by the sun. So y'all shine. Even in areas where y'all may not be capable of someone else. Y'all shine for not being capable of someone else. So in some way, shape, and form, you just be center stage. So just build on your charisma. Your charisma. Just build on your charisma. And goddamn it, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do, whether it's good or not. People love you for it. Now, once you start to force it, try to make everybody pay attention to it. Hey, me, look at me. It becomes distasteful energy. Oh, this person is attention seeking. Oh, and then you're going to start developing and manifesting people around you that want to play the shape and form of shooting your ego down. So every time you start to jump into your energy, here come this person. Oh, but we ain't doing that right now. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, we ain't going there today. Oh no. You see what I'm saying? So you don't want to develop those kind of people around you. So be aware of that. Now, all my Sagittarius, now y'all are not connected. The reason why y'all not connected is because y'all ruled by Jupiter. Now, Jupiter is a misty planet, so it's far out there, tap people into hallucinations and shit like that. So you're dealing with a lot of higher natures and the lower natures down here. So it's like the fire scattering, becoming orangey and shit like that. So it's like y'all are not connected, but you kind of perceive what it is to be connected. Because you come from just being connected. Remind you, Aries is like the electricity, the spark. Before you even know what fire look like. When something catch on fire and it's burning, that's Leos, the fixated version of fire. That's the earth version of how you can see fire. Fire, the element of it relating to the earth particles and the other particles. So you can see the fixated version of it. You see what I'm saying? And it can only be so fixed. That's why fire signs the way they are. But at the same time, Leos will be the most fixated version of the fire signs. They're the most stable. They know how to hone in on their imaginations and dreams longer than Aries or Sagittarius. Sagittarius be here and there all over the place. Aries would be somewhere trying to try something new. Sagittarius may not try anything. They may just get involved with a bunch of shit and somehow be seen as the star of that shit. Leo gonna make sure you know it's the center stage, it's the person behind the curtain, it's the person controlling the mic, it's the person controlling the lighting, you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. But Sagittarius, y'all are not because y'all ruled by Jupiter. So it's kind of faint. So a lot of times, y'all know what it is to be connected, so y'all are not connected. So it appears that a lot of times you are connected. So a lot of times people like to be around y'all. You like to go out a lot. A lot of times you like to be in the mix and mingling. So you give off this impression like, yeah, I'm connected to this person. But the moment the person start playing out the shape and form like you are connected to them, that's when your ass escape. That's when your ass run away. and give them that energy signature that your ass is not connected. You know what I'm saying? So you make a person feel like, damn, man, this person ain't what I thought they was, or this person ain't. And and the Sagittarius, they do that on purpose because they don't want anybody fixating they fire into some type of fixated version. They like they fire to breeze. And how that play out in 3D is they like to have it open as far as even when it comes to relationships. They don't want just to be stuck in one kind of relationship. They want to be, if they are going to be in a relationship, they want this relationship to carry an energy signature of things could change any day now, or it could end up being an open relationship, or I don't want to, or this relationship has to be in a way that it's not blocking me from having friends or blocking off any other kind of relationships I can have. It got to have some sense of freedom. You see what I'm saying? And this is how they even get to even their religious aspects. If that religion gives them a sense of freedom, then that's why they cling on to it so much, and moral systems and shit. So a Sag is not going to attach to you unless you have some sense of a wisdom or knowledge or meaning or reasoning to be attached to it. If it ain't no meaning or reasoning to be attached to it, then a Sagittarius is just going to play and participate and leave when they don't want to participate anymore. And the moment that the participants look at the Sag like you supposed to always participate, that's going to look like a fucking jail cell to a Sag. You know what I'm saying? So a Sag is automatically going to do things to show the participants that I'm not always going to participate. It's not always fun. It was fun for the time being, but I need room to participate in other things. And I don't need y'all trying to fixate me in a situation that I only could participate in this, and I have to feel bad when I'm not the day I'm not participating in that. Nah, fuck you participants. And that's the mind of the Sag. That's the motherfucker you Sag sons. You know what I'm saying? You Sag motherfucking sons. That's the mind of you Sag sun signs. I just react to things like that, you know what I'm saying? And that kind of energy make me feel comfortable. But I don't act out like that, you know what I'm saying? I'm already detached. I'm already not connected. I don't participate into showing people I'm connected. You see what I'm saying? You Sagittarius do. So this make y'all two-faced and even like Geminis a lot of times. So y'all motherfuckers chill the fuck out. But that's fire. And then last but not least, we're gonna get to motherfucking all my airheads out there. Aries, motherfucking y'all the real Arians and shit. Arians and shit. Fuck Aries. Aries, that's just the Ram. It should be called Ram. Same way Scorpio calls Scorpions, motherfucking Ram should just be called the Ram. Aries and shit like that. I don't like Mars. Mars, you take off the S and reverse Mars, you get Ram. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck called it Aries? But I understand it. You know what I'm saying? We talk about times transits and time scales and time spans and a period of time. So I understand you got certain deities and shit here that's try to correlate to other shit, and they just access that energy the most. But for the most part, just for all my air signs out this motherfucker. Now we got you guys deal with the issue of detachment. So what is detachment? Detachment is now air forcefully force you into that, because air doesn't stay in the jar. Air doesn't stay concealed. And I don't give a fuck how long you was driving your goddamn car. Every day, slowly but surely, believe air is escaping. So 2 to 5 years may go down the line when your ass ain't go get no air pump. But when that 2 to 5 years come, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be like, God damn, I think I need some air in this tire. You goddamn right. Air escape. So air doesn't never stay trapped. And air don't like anybody trying to trap them motherfuckers in. So even if an air sign is in a relationship, they don't like nobody trying to trap their goddamn mind. Listen, if your ass is locked up in jail right now and you got a motherfucking cellmate, you better hope the fucking God is a fucking air sign. Because the air sign will be the first motherfucker that'll tell you, listen, man, they can trap your goddamn body, but they can't trap your goddamn mind. I fucks with y'all motherfuckers. So if I got locked up today, put me in a cell goddamn next to a goddamn air sign. I need to hear his goddamn wisdom at the moment. Cause goddamn it, I feel like my body gonna be trapped and I'm gonna explode out of this body and kill every goddamn body without no fucking air sign telling me, look, they can trap your body, but they can't trap your goddamn mind. I love y'all motherfuckers. But yeah, and all you females, you need a goddamn air. I don't care if you water, fire, or fucking earth. You need a goddamn air fucking friend, because she gonna lighten up your scenario and situation. If you a water girl, she gonna make sure you ain't diving too deep where all the goddamn mermaids is at. And she gonna make sure you come up for a breath of goddamn air. If you got cheated on, if your fucking manager is fucking abusive talking to your ass and your ass just got home and you need somebody to talk to, call your goddamn air best friend. She gonna lighten your ass, your fucking soul up. Fire signs. You female fire. You need a goddamn fucking air friend. Because when your ass gets so aggressive, like, oh shit, next time I go to work, I'm gonna beat that bitch ass. Or next time, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the situation you going through that you too aggressive, you get all hot-headed, or you drink too goddamn much, you need a goddamn air friend because she gonna make you laugh about it. And once you start laughing as a fire, you ain't even mad no more. You start laughing. You don't want to hurt nobody no more. You don't want to cause that fire no more, the friction on somebody no more. You just gonna laugh. And who's the motherfucking thanks for that? Your fucking air friend. You see what I'm saying? You fucking earth motherfuckers. Y'all need air people to see. Air is transparent, so it's different between the earth and the air and the fire. I mean the earth, water, and the fire. That's what y'all need to understand. Airs is transparent here, down here. They travel between there and here. You know what I'm saying? Between the space realm of the water and the fire and the earth realm. So you gotta understand air. Sometimes you gotta anchor them motherfuckers, but sometimes let them be free because they give you some different type of aspect about this realm of reality. So all my earth signs out there, y'all need air friends. My female earth signs, when y'all get too practical, y'all done worked all these hours all goddamn week, goddamn call your earth, call your air best friend, cause she gonna make you be like, well shit girl, wait till you come to my house, because I done recorded all our best shows and shit. I done recorded Love and Hip Hop. Girl, when you fucking come over, shit, you get that work off your goddamn mind. Get them motherfucking people out your goddamn mind and come over. Soon as you get off motherfucking 2 a.m. at night. So that's still there for y'all female earth sign. Now that's still there. Your ass working all goddamn night and day, took extra hours and days and shit. But that's why your ass need an air friend. You see what I'm saying? So this shit motherfucking deep. But goddamn it, let's talk about air. Now air, y'all detachment. Y'all detaching and shit. So Gemini's too detached. They're too detached. Libras, not detached. So y'all can be, but y'all not detached. Y'all know how to connect. You know what I'm saying? And Aquarius is self-detached. They're self-detached. See that Saturn and Mars, they be playing out same energies. So Mars be making, you know what I'm saying, Scorpio and Aries be to some self-type shit. You know what I'm saying? Saturn be making Aquariuses and Capricorns be to some motherfucking self-type shit. But for the most part, you know, when we talk about why, now let's go to Geminis. Geminis are too detached. Here's why. Air element, modality, mutable, so it's all over the place. It's already air-like. Then the air fucking star Mercury. So off the bat, not only are they in their mind is flying somewhere not in this realm of reality. So they're too detached. So a lot of times they could be in your mind. They know what you think. They know what your mama think. They know what this person think. Then they get back and forget what their own self is thinking. But they end up being manipulated because they formulated your actions based upon what they told you because they know what you think. So they still end up being in a good situation. Whether they remember how they got there or not. You Geminis and get into a good ass situation and sit back and ponder and be like, damn, how the fuck I get here? Shit, that's what's up. I fuss with you Geminis. Y'all forget how y'all even got to y'all fucking positions. But it'd be good ass positions and shit. But it could be turbulent also. You motherfuckers know how to put y'all foot in y'all mouth, say too goddamn much. Y'all might have overheard something, pss, pss, little whispers and birdies and rats and shit, searching for cheese and the grapevines and shit. Then y'all end up speaking about something and get yourself into a circumstance or situation that you didn't mean to get into. Yes, on the opposite end too. It's always a gift and a curse or something. You motherfucking Geminis can play out that role too. But for the most part, this what makes y'all too detached. Cause y'all everywhere else. Y'all detached from this body, y'all body, and go everywhere else. But I fucks with y'all for that, cause y'all bring a lot of intellect back, a lot of information back. So y'all be sarcastic and shit, and other people don't even know what the fuck y'all mean and talking about, but y'all clearly know what y'all talking about. So this what makes y'all good with words by default. Geminis is good with words by default. They know what other people are saying. They know what other people is trying to say, and they know how to participate. And they know how to be fast talkers when the time call for it. And then Geminis will allow you to think that they're dumb even when they ain't, cause that's their version of fast talking your ass. So yeah, don't let no Gemini put a banana peel right behind you and tell you if you take a step backwards, we'll get $1 million today. Then your motherfucker ass slip on that banana peel and be like, what the fuck just happened? And the Gemini be like, damn, I ain't know it was a banana peel there. If you get it. Now, Libras, what makes y'all not detached is because for the most part, y'all ruled by Venus. Now, Venus is love, appreciation, value, relativeness, compromising. So y'all willing to compromise with y'all detachment. Y'all willing to know when y'all getting too much lost to talking to yourselves and compromise when someone else is talking to themselves around you, aka trying to talk to you. But Libras look at everybody like that. A Libra will relate to you, but a Libra know you're talking to yourself when you're talking to them. And the Libra will be talking to themselves in the middle of talking to you while having a conversation, and the Libra is understanding in the middle of the conversation y'all having, y'all both talking to y'all. It's like Libras is too smart for their own good. Y'all too smart for y'all own fucking good. Y'all think I don't be knowing this kind of shit. I know this shit. Motherfucker, I'm y'all fucking opposite. I be wishing I had that energy sometimes. Listen, I can't lie if I tried. If I'm trying to lie, I'm telling you the truth, and I'm telling you how I lied to you. You see what I'm saying? Y'all Libras don't fuck around with that kind of shit. No, y'all know how to lie. Y'all know how to beautifully pick it up and shit and pretty the words. And y'all motherfuckers some other motherfuckers for real. But for the most part, that's what make y'all not detached. Because y'all can play this detached role by being attached at the same time. So y'all know how to relate. Y'all like relating. Y'all like relating y'all detaching energies. So even if you come across a Libra that is detached in La La Land, who like to talk about far out things and shit like that and in their own mind. If you're around a Libra will relate that to you. So they will relate their detachment to you. So you'll be listening to this Libra like, goddamn, this motherfucker talk too goddamn much. They talking about all the lost shit that's in their head. You see what I'm saying? So this what makes them not detached, because they got the energy to be detached, but they're not attached because they ruled by Venus. So I fucks with y'all Libras. So this would make Libras communicative, musicians, artists. You know what I'm saying? Look at Lil Wayne. He had one of the hardest motherfucking periods of time in music ever. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't not one song. I don't care what radio station it was. Was it the country station? It was the fucking hip hop station, R&B station. And I don't care what song came on. Lil Wayne was on that shit. For real. That's giving you the fucking mind of a fucking Libra sun, motherfucker. Libra sun sign, shit. These motherfuckers, they detached, but they know how to connect their detachment. They know how to attach their attachment. So they'll make a rapping about the stars and all that shit sound like it's some shit that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Some shit that is attached. Other than you get a nigga like me, I start rapping about the stars. Niggas start talking about I'm in La La Land or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. I get the shit. See, the air signs know how to take the shit from the tippity top, but they not quite in the water and fire and space. They're just right there to understand it logically and bring that information down to the earth signs to understand it practically and to understand it logically down here from a left brain point of view. I fucks with y'all air signs. And Aquariuses, y'all are self-detached. Now, what makes y'all self-detached is because y'all are ruled by Saturn. So, you know, y'all more about reality and gaining structure, but from a far out way. So, y'all know how to detach from yourselves. Y'all know how to be just a ghost. Y'all know how to be just a whole nother person. Y'all know how to just blank out and have no emotions and feelings at all and have the most driest kind of sarcasm ever. It's like, what do they call that? They call it they call it dry. I forgot what they call it. But for the most part, when we talk about air and shit like that, and Aquariuses, y'all are self-detached. So a lot of times y'all know how to detach from yourselves. Y'all will sit there and know how y'all know how someone else think y'all feel about them, and then detach from that emotion and feeling and act in another way just to see how this person act, just to prove them wrong. And you may truly feel that way about them, but you play mind games just to see what a person gonna do and how a person play out the attributes and the contributions and shit like that. So it's like y'all motherfuckers is weird, but y'all not weird because it plays out into uniqueness and originality. But nah, it is weird. No, let me take that back. Y'all motherfuckers is weird because y'all sit there and know how somebody feel about y'all, right? But then y'all have that emotion and feeling, take it into the mind, detach from it, so you self-detachment, right? And then play this other role just to let that person know, don't be counting on that same person all the time. But y'all not For the Aquariuses that may not be that far out there mentally to think how I'm thinking, y'all still be doing this, but y'all don't know that y'all doing this. So y'all look at it like y'all just don't want a person to make y'all feel like y'all predictable. Y'all don't want to be around people to make y'all think y'all don't want to be around people that look at y'all as predictable. So you like to switch up. So you might look at it like that. Like, I don't want this person thinking that I'm always supposed to do this or I always do that. So you go do, so it play out like that. But you're doing what I'm basically was saying you was doing from a 5th, 6th, and 4th dimensional level. You know what I'm saying? I just broke it down to you on the 3rd dimension. But that's what y'all really be doing. Y'all be self-detaching. You know what I'm saying? But this would allow y'all to manifest a lot of things in y'all life. Because anytime you just put a thought or imagination into the world, but you don't add emotions and feelings to it, and you let it take its course, and you don't deal with the emotions and feelings unless you're going through the experience at hand in the present. You're not developing any type of future emotion you created or no past emotion that you're dragging to the present. You're dealing with the emotion in the present time. Then this would allow you to have clairvoyance and actually be a revolutionary and be unique and original enough to actually get from point A to point B a lot faster than everybody else who's cloudy, who got cloudy judgments because they're taking the emotions and feelings from a false future or the ones that they have taken from the past, and they're correlating it with the present. So this what makes Aquariuses mentally advanced a lot of times, and this what gives them the God complex a lot of times too. Motherfuckers. I fucks with y'all though. I'm every zodiac sign. I fucks with all y'all motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to break this down for everybody. Damn, I didn't even know this was going that long. Y'all know once I get into the spirit, I should just went fucking live. I'm gonna go live tonight and talk about what's going down for our motherfucking weekend. So goddamn flight boss, bitch, goddamn air. And for everybody saying I'm doing gang signs and shit, this ain't a motherfucking gang sign, motherfucker. Look, I'm the Archangel Uriel. This is angel wings, right? Now I stay in Ohio, but this is still the circle. This is the womb. Now what's inside that womb? What's inside that circle? A 5, something, a perfected star, a star. So when I break that in half, I break the O in half, you know what I'm saying? But I live on the south side, but I just broke an O in half, broke it O. But really, it's just me breaking this down to let you know this is a 5. You know what I'm saying? 5-pointed star, and your best way you could understand that was in that womb. You know what I'm saying? Flight boss, bitch. Goddamn air. We in this motherfucker. And I shouldn't even gave y'all that science. I should have kept y'all haters giving me the motherfucking free energy to utilize that energy and manipulate it into some other shit that I want to utilize it for. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not here for that. I'm just here to help my soul group understand how they can do shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't gotta be the only person doing this shit. We all can do this shit as one. Flight boss, bitch. Goddamn air. Ooh, I love y'all. Shit.